Hi friend, in this video I am going to explain about the coordinate geometry. So the children that means in the beginning they should learn about the coordinate geometry. So first of all that means you should learn what is coordinate geometry. Here very clearly it mentioned the branch of mathematics in which geometrical problems are solved through algebra by using the coordinate system known as coordinate geometry. So in simple way we can say coordinate geometry also is the branch of maths. Especially in this means branch, we have learned about the certain point. Among them, first point is comes Cartesian plane. Means Cartesian plane क्या होता है? Cartesian means the plane surface divided by the two perpendicular line is called Cartesian plane. So just you can take one plane. See, I'm showing here. This is the plane, and this plane that means we have to divide it into four parts by the two perpendicular lines. This line we call the horizontal line and this line we call the vertical line. So these two lines are perpendicular to each other. So the horizontal line we call the x-axis and vertical line we call the y-axis. And where the two axes intersect to each other is called origin. And these two perpendicular lines are dividing the plane into four parts, and that four parts we call the quadrants. So there are four quadrants. This one you can call that means first quadrant, this one is second quadrant, this one is third quadrant, and this one is fourth quadrant. After that, you should know how to represent the numbers along the axis. So from 0 to, or you can say from the center to right, that means you have to represent the positive integers. And from 0 to up, you have to represent the also positive integers. So you can say that means on x-axis, positive integers, on y-axis, also positive integers, and x dash, that means x dash is the opposite of x, means you can see just like an image of x, that means opposite to x. So 0 to x dash side we have to represent negative integers, and from 0 to down means by dash we have to represent the negative integers. Now the next point comes here about the how to represent the coordinate. So before that, you should know what is meant by the coordinate. The coordinate means we can say the position of a plane point, the position of a point in the Cartesian plane. Means where a point is lying. The coordinate will show the position of a point where its point is lying. So before that, that means you should know there are two parts of a coordinate that we call the x coordinate and y coordinate. You can call that means first coordinate means x coordinate, or you can call abscissa, and the y coordinate you can call ordinate also. Here is written very clearly. The x coordinate is also called the abscissa of the point P, and y coordinate is called the ordinate of point C. So in this way, that means you can call by both the names either x coordinate or y coordinate, and abscissa, or that means ordinate. They are the other name of the x coordinate and y coordinate. Now, what is meant by that means order pair? A pair of number, for example, A and B listed in a specific order with A at the first place and B at the second place is called the order pair. That means while writing the coordinate of a point, we have to write under the round bracket with commas. So this is the way that means to show the coordinate of a point. Now, coordinate of the origin. Now, before that, that means how we'll decide whether the point will lie in the first quadrant or second quadrant or third quadrant or fourth quadrant. That depends upon the nature of the coordinate of a point. If the coordinate of a points are positive, both are positive, then the point will lie in the first quadrant. If the coordinate of a points are negative and positive, means x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive, then the point will lie in the second quadrant. And if the coordinate of a point are negative, means both are negative, then the point will lie in the third quadrant. And if the x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative, then the point will lie in the fourth quadrant. And if the coordinate of a point are 0, 0, then the point will lie at the origin. So, by seeing the nature of the coordinates, we can decide in which quadrant the point will lie. Now, the next point comes if one coordinate of a point is 0, either x or y. Either abscissa is 0 or ordinate is 0. Then where will lie the point? That time the point will lie on the axis, either x-axis or y-axis. So if x coordinate is 0, then the point will lie on the y-axis. Because y representing the point in the graph in the Cartesian plane, 0 will be here at the center, and after that we have to go to y. So it will come to the y-axis. And similarly, if y coordinate is 0, then the point will lie on the x-axis. And if both the coordinates of a points are 0, then the point will lie at the center. So these are the things about the coordinates. Now next comes coordinate of a point in the plane. That means how to represent or how to denote a coordinate or a point in a Cartesian plane. For example, here that means we are taking a point P whose coordinates are A and B. What is meant by here A and B? A means the distance of the point P from the y-axis, means how far away point P from the y-axis, and B means how far away the point from the x-axis, means point P is having here coordinate A and B. You can take in place of A and B 2, 3 or 3, 3 or 4, 5, whatever number you want to take. And accordingly, that means you have to move to the right, then you have to go to the up. And in this way, that means you can represent the point in a Cartesian plane. Or if the negative points are given, if the negative values are given, for negative, that means you have to go to the opposite side of the x and y. So you can go for x, that means -1, -2, -3, or -1, -3, -4 in this way. you can go to the axis. After that, here certain points are given. For example, from here you can learn how to represent the point. So here point A is given. And if you are going to find out here the coordinate of point A, then first of all you have to move to the right along the x-axis, then you have to go 2 unit, and after that you have to go to the 3. So the coordinate of A's are, that means 2, 3. So 2, 3 are the coordinate of the point A. Similarly, if you are going to find out the coordinate of B, then coordinate of B will be, first you go along the x dash side, that means the value is minus 4, and from there you are going up to 5. So minus 4, 5 is the coordinate of the point B. Again, you can take point C here. So point C means first you have to go to the x dash side, that reaching up to minus 5. After that, we have to come down, it is reaching up to minus 4. So you can say the coordinate of the point C are minus 5 and minus 4. In this way, that means you can find out the coordinate of a point which is given, that means in a Cartesian plane. After that, all these things are given here about the coordinates of the point A, B, C, D. You can see from here. After that, rule for sign of coordinate that I explained before. Again, I will tell you. For the coordinate of a point in the first quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are positive. Before also I told you, in the first quadrant plus plus, second quadrant minus plus, third quadrant minus minus, and fourth quadrant plus minus. So in this way, that means you can decide by seeing the nature of a point, the given point will lie in which quadrant. After that, see this table. From the table also you can learn there are 4 quadrants, and nature of x and y is given here. Here is greater than 0 means positive, or less than 0 means negative. So you can see by sign, or you can see by this sign of equality. Here x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. That means both are positive. So the point will lie in the first quadrant. Here in second part is given x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0, means x is negative and y is positive. That means minus plus. Then this point will lie in the second quadrant. And again, that means in third part is given x is less than 0 and y is less than 0. That means both are negative. Then this point will lie in the third quadrant. And the last, x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0, means x is positive and y is negative. Then the point will lie in the fourth quadrant. So in this way, that means you can decide by seeing the nature of the coordinates in which quadrant the point will lie. Now here some examples are given. You can see the example. Now how to plot a point in the plane if its coordinates are given. Means you should know, or you should learn how to plot the points. Suppose I'm taking here one example, point P, whose coordinates are 4, 3. Then how we will represent? Means x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is, x coordinate is 4 and y coordinate is 3. Then how we will represent this one? That means first of all, you have to draw the axis. Just you draw the two perpendicular lines and horizontal lines. That means you can put here x, and here you can put x dash, and here you can put y and y dash. After that, you can show the point. That means first you have to go 4 unit. After that, you have to go to the 3 unit. And in this way, that means you can plot the point. So these are the things that means you are going to do here, right? Again, that means how to draw the graph for the linear equation. That also that means is given here. That is very simple. First of all, you have to calculate the table, and after calculating the table, you have to plot the points, and you will get a straight line for the linear equation. That's okay. Have the nice day.